Only a very few students did the self-introduction. Others, are there anyone? Now later on, you should not tell that ma'am did not give me an opportunity. I was ready with my self-introduction. Periodic test 2 this month. No idea, Angelina. I have no idea about it right now. No,
Anantesh is raising his hand.
Okay, so is that done? Like, would anyone like to do the self-introduction? Jovin? Jovin did it in the last class?
No.
Would you like to do it today? Now?
I'm not.
Okay, not confident enough. Okay. Anyways, after the self-introduction, we said that we'll be moving on to the conversation. Yes, Anandesh?
No, I didn't do it last class.
Okay, then you do it now.
Good evening. My name is Anandesh Esper. I am 11. I am from Mala, a town in Thrissur. I am a family of 4, including my grandfather and grandmother. I am one of the siblings. I am one of 2 siblings. A fun fact about me is that I am so curious that I just scratch the wall about things. Thank you.
Okay, good. The first intention is to get rid of the speaking, what you say, reluctance to speak. How many of you are reluctant to speak when it comes to public speaking? Like some of you are very comfortable. Isha. Why, Isha? You've got a beautiful accent. You should never be reluctant. You should be proudly presenting your beautiful accent in front of others because it's definite to impress others, right? And it's not only about the accent. Even Shreya, incredible.
No, I didn't get some words.
Okay, fine. What about Advika? Advika too. And what about John Sebi has improved a lot. John Sebi, initially he hardly used to, he was very hesitant to talk, but now he's talking. And your little brother is awesome, John Sebi. Joseph is really very cute. I'm planning to call your mom and talk to him about him. Talk to her about him. Yes, Tanya.
My name is not Joseph.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Then just a moment. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. John, what's your brother's name?
I'm Jake.
Jake. Okay. Jake Sebi.
And he is very hyper.
He's hyper.
Hyper.
Tanya, you can talk now. I got distracted with John.
I did not understand the question that you asked. Can you repeat it?
Sorry? Excuse me? Can you please
repeat it? What did you ask?
About what? Assembly? Was that about the assembly you want to know?
She's asking what you just said.
What you told now itself.
Okay. I was asking how many of you are reluctant to speak when the teacher is asking you to say something, present something? How many of you still have that fear in presenting something before the class? Pavitra,
I have not that much fear, but I will not get the words.
You're not very confident, right? Okay. Richard, Adil, Adinath. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Cheryl Mary too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So anyway, we need a lot of practice in the class. So definitely when the physical classes start, we'll get now. Anyway, our reading session, the first part of our learning is over, and we have moved on to the second phase of our accent training. And here we are going to practice more of speaking. And of course, some of you are paying great attention to the accent when you speak. Some of you are ignoring them. I do understand that. Maybe you're not very comfortable. Some of you are excellent in handling both. They are able to speak as well as maintain that or keep up that accent too at the same time, simultaneously. Some of you have problem dealing with that. So don't worry. First thing, you just get comfortable with the speaking. Then that you have that awareness, you need to take care of your accent. So for that, we will start off with the conversation practice. So initially what I thought, I'll just give you a topic and you can just speak to each other about that. Now, normally when I ask you to start a conversation, what are the basic things that you need to take care? How do you start a conversation, basically?
Hi, good morning, or good
Yes.
evening, or good afternoon.
Greeting,
Greeting.
right? Whether it is formal conversation
You
or an
greet the person.
informal conversation, you greet the person. Now, suppose if you are meeting for the first time, then you need to break the ice, right? What do you mean by breaking the ice?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, breaking the silence,
Yes.
telling something.
Exactly, breaking the silence, how to get comfortable with each other by talking about the weather, or suppose you meet a lot of people when you are on a journey, when you are traveling in a train, or you are going by flight. You will have to spend the next 3 or 4 or maybe more hours with that same person. So the entire journey cannot be spent sitting mum. You need to, as you are a social human being, you need to speak to the other person. So directly you cannot ask. So this is how you start with a conversation. Start with a greeting, a pleasant greeting. Then you break the ice talking about the weather or the COVID situation, right? That is a commonly used topic now. And once you're comfortable, then you start with the topic. You can inquire. And when a conversation takes place, you ask a question to the other person. The other person will respond to that. And the other person also can reciprocate, like by asking another question. Like that, you can give a continuity to the conversation. And after a certain time, you can just, like if you are departing, if you're going to 2 different places, you can say goodbye. And then, or getting late, or I need to go, or catch you later, something like that, and bid a goodbye, right? Like that, you develop a conversation. Now, today we will do a small practice on conversation. It's not like a very apt or an ideal conversation. It's just a questions, asking a questions and answering. But you'll get to know how you form questions without grammatic error, and also the way of asking questions, intonating the question and responding to that particular question, depending on the different situations, daily routines or whatever. We have got plenty situations like if I ask you to talk on some topic, see, under the sky, you have plenty of topics, right? When you're put in a classroom, do you think that will be sitting silently? No. You will have a lot of things to talk about: movies, about shopping, about what else? About games, right? About games, about studies.
About other.
Yes, it's endless. Like you'll have plenty of topics. But what stops you from talking about it when it comes to this conversation or like speaking in English? What stops you from doing that? What are the factors that stop you from expressing your views or sharing your ideas with others? See, when a question arises like, can anyone speak on that particular topic? There'll be a lot of ideas you will need. Like some of you might be very inquisitive to talk, but something might be pulling them down. Amna, what do you think the reason may be?
Ma'am, the main reason is the lack of confidence and the reluctance to speak.
Yes, yes.
And they feel that they won't be considered, as a normal opinion, and it wouldn't be taken so seriously. So that's the main reason that they don't speak up.
Okay. And Gautam, what do you have to say?
Ma'am, they may be nervous to speak.
Yes, yes. Why is that nervousness? What's the reason behind that nervousness? As Amna said, lack of confidence, right? Yes, Shreya?
For me, it is I will not get words to speak.
Excuse me, can you repeat? Your voice was breaking.
Ma'am, we will not get the words to speak. Something will be there in our mind, but we can't
express. You won't be able to express it correctly. Okay, fine. Yes, Angelina?
No, ma'am. What Shreya told only I
Okay, okay, fine. And what do you think about this, Ayman?
Sometimes we can't tell the proper words with the proper
words. Okay, then Brightlin, do you have something to share?
Ma'am, fear.
Fear. Okay. Yeah. Then Cheryl, what about you?
Ma'am, like a feeling, like my accent is not right, and like
Okay.
my opinion won't take the correct place.
Correct place. Okay. Pavitra?
Ma'am, I feel nervous. That is the
Nervous.
first thing I feel.
Okay. Manu?
When we feel like our opinion is not that useful to others, or
Okay.
think that we are not that smart, the person who is speaking to us,
Okay.
then we feel.
Richard?
They may stutter. They may stutter.
Stutter. Okay.
And also maybe sometimes like that.
Okay. Advika, the fluency of the language, right? Advika.
We might feel that people judge us.
Judge us, my goodness. Okay. Then Isha.
Ma'am, by the accent.
By the accent. Yes. Isha, what do you think?
I feel like people feel nervous while speaking about their opinion because they feel like they'll mess up while speaking about their opinion, like they might mispronounce some words and make some grammar mistakes.
Grammatic errors. Okay. Tanya. Not able to unmute, Tanya? Razeen? Just a moment. Tanya unmuted. Yes?
Ma'am, when we are afraid, we will think that the sentence we are saying is sometimes wrong or sometimes correct. We will nervous.
Razeen?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when we tell something, after that, sometimes we will be feeling that what we tell is correct or not.
Yes, Shreya.
Body language.
Body language. You might end up showing clumsy body language, right? Appearing very clumsy in front of others. Okay. Jovin, do you have something to share?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. He is like a keen listener. Chinmay, Adinath, Sri Shankar, Adil, do you have something to share with us?
Tension.
Tension. Okay. Angelina Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think? See, each one of you will have different experience, right? So,
yes, ma'am. I feel nervous because if I am not well prepared.
Exactly.
If I don't have time to prepare very confidently.
Yes. Adil Shafiq? What? Manu, you want to add something?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we feel like if will I regret this saying in the future?
Okay. John Sebi. Yes, John Sebi.
Ma'am, last week I was gone to hospital to see my doctor, and ma'am, in going to see my doctor, I see an American person and I speak to him. Ma'am, I was very curious.
Okay.
To speaking.
You were a bit like Americans, especially talking to Americans is a difficult task. Like you have to, even seriously, when I when I happen to meet an American, I'll be just looking at the lip movement because otherwise it's very difficult to decipher what they are speaking.
Ma'am, I was curious when I was talking to him.
Okay. And could you communicate with him properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you were able to do that. Great.
Yes, ma'am. With British accent.
Yeah, wow, great. That's great. So something helped you, right? Okay. And I'm so glad to know that. Chinmay, do you have something to share with us? No, nothing. Okay. And Dia is here. Dia, did you hear what we were talking about? And Anandan is always in the dark. Anandan, can you please turn on your video? Let me have a look at you. Ambrose. Blesswin? Leswin, Anandan, they are all like Vishnu. They come once in a blue moon to the class. Vishnu, where have you been all these days?
Ma'am, I was there.
You were there, okay. But see, when you sit with the video turned off, your presence will not be appreciated in the class, right? Otherwise, you have to give me the genuine reason why you are sitting with the videos turned off, sorry. Blesswin. Okay, now I could hear a lot of reasons why you are reluctant to speak. And don't you think that there is a solution for all this? Yes, there are solutions, practical solutions. And remember one thing, children, if you put the efforts, the results are certain. Without
Ma'am, I have
putting
an
the result,
opinion.
who is that?
Manandesh.
Yes.
Ma'am, I think some people are reluctant to speak because they think someone will scold them because what they speak is not right or something.
Yes. So first thing that you have to learn is shun away your fears. Just get rid of, just give it up. Just wait. Just keep it away. And first thing that you have to understand is nobody can be perfect, but you can always improve yourself. And whatever opportunities are given to you, make use of them. Start putting effort on that. Start putting effort and do consistent practice. Practicing means consistently. This consistency is very important. So practice is something like you have heard a famous saying, practice makes a man perfect. The more you practice, you can see even the field of sports or education, all the people who turned out to be successful, they did not do it overnight. Rome was not built in a day. It took a lot of effort and practice, dedicated practice. That is definitely going to reap the results. And like this negativities like nervousness, lack of like confidence, then as we all know, fluttering of the butterflies inside the stomach. All these are faced by not only you, even by the elderly people, believe me. The only thing is that we don't show it out. We don't show it out. So the first thing you have to understand is when you get a chance to speak, you are the best. You are the best. Don't think what others are going to talk about you, because you are here to get away. You are here to work on yourself. And unless and until you take the initiative, no matter how much practice you sit at home and do, it's not going to work. You have to take the opportunity. You have to you have to do it. You have to present before others. The first time you might mess it up. Don't worry. Don't worry. And especially when it is in a classroom, it is just in front of your friends and your teacher. Don't have any sort of ego here. Learn to act without any ego. Let people judge you. Let people laugh at you. You also laugh along with them. Laugh along with them. Join with their happiness. Don't take anything to your heart, because ultimately you should have one goal. I want to improve myself, because in the long run of time, becoming a good presenter will become the need of the hour. No matter in whatever field you end up in future. Some of you might become doctors, some of you might become engineers, or software, like in the field of software, or whatever be the field. Or maybe you might end up in some business field. Whatever. But presentation skill is something that you need to develop everywhere. And that is going to create an everlasting impression among the people who listen to you. You will be able to influence others with your speaking skill. And the speaking skill can be developed only if you put effort. There will be people, there will be teachers like me, there will be other people in your life who will keep motivating you, they will give a lot of guidance to you, but unless and until you accept them and start working on them, nothing is going to change. So all those who are doing well, there is a lot of hard work and practice behind it. Believe me, children. You might be admiring, wow, the accent is beautiful. Some of them might have inherited it naturally, but some of them, like, I was really like surprised. I was so like, what do you say? Was so much extremely happy when I heard Dia's accent, because Dia started developing her accent. She was always a keen learner. This is what I know about her because I have been observing her. All your teachers keep observing you, and everyone is unique. Don't compare yourself with others. She was a good learner. She always used to learn things. And as Isha was her best friend, she used to make sure that she speaks in good accent. And I always used to admire their friendship. And after coming for this accent training classes, or maybe she's doing some practice alone, I told, just don't depend on this particular one period in a week. Because after today, we'll be meeting only next Friday. Till then, if you're blank, nothing is going to work. You have to do practice. You have to take a lot of sources which you can rely on. Do practice, everyday practice. Speak, take care of the pronunciation. Learn new words, vocabulary. Vocabulary is meant to be tools of thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, whatever ideas, whatever feelings you have, if you have the right words in your personal vocabulary, you're rich. You'll be a rich communicator. Seriously, words play a significant role in the language. Plus, if you have the accent, awesome. Huh? So accent is something that you can develop. Once you learn something, keep listening to the native speaker, keep reading something aloud, improve every time, and then listen to your own voice, judge yourself, make corrections in that. I was doing that even 2 days back. Because you can always record your own voice, listen to it, listen to the native speaker, just do a comparative study and see where you have to correct it. So when you, like, for example, when you are speaking in the British accent, make sure that the plosives are not too much exaggerated. So I found that if that is done, it will be like sounding very different. So of course, the plosive should be taken care of. And initially we put a lot of stress on that. But once you are comfortable with the British accent, then plosive should be made a bit softer, but it should be audible. Then you can just polish your language that way. So all these are practical ways through which you can improve your language. And then another one is feeling nervous, right? Especially, see, if you have got a topic beforehand, if you come prepared with it, of course, you have got plenty of time to practice. And as I always used to suggest, you can practice in front of the mirror. So you can take care of your gestures and the body language, your expressions, everything can be taken care of, and practice it well. The more you practice, the more confident you'll be. But if it is an impromptu, that means what do you say? You are asked to say something on the spot. Of course, practice the method of speaking slowly. If you go slow, you will get plenty of time to think about. So first, what you have to do is just get, comfortable with the group to whom you are addressing, especially when it's a sort of casual talking. I would like to say that, see, all these are called connectors where you can use in sentences to connect the sentences, and you'll get ample time to think about what I'm going to tell next and plan it. So for planning it in your mind, you need some time. Do it slowly, don't panic. And if you go wrong, you can use, pardon, I'm so sorry. Excuse me for that. Actually, I was planning to say. So when you say this phrase, you get time to think about the next words. And it's not about the content that you're presenting. Don't look into the content. Look into the quality of your speaking first. Putting together the ideas that you're going to speak, and then concluding it, having a smile, having the eye contact. So when you have the eye contact with everyone, you'll feel comfortable. So you have to start. Anyway, when you are back to our physical classes, we can have plenty of practice on this. Okay? So that when this academic year ends, you will get away with your stage fear. That is the first and foremost thing that you have to practice. Getting rid of the stage fear and nervousness. Yes, Shreya?
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm Angelina.
Yes.
Ma'am, we also have a habit like somebody will speak in an awesome way and we'll hear that and we'll think, oh, she's speaking in an awesome way. So we will just speak ourselves and we'll think that our will be better than her. But we will feel, oh, my is very bad. So I
Nothing like that. See, that's what, Angelina, don't compare yourself with others. Of course, when you see better people, you can learn a lot of things from them. You can imbibe, you can always appreciate them and see what are the things, what is the important thing. Now, just now I told about Diya. Diya, can you tell me how you developed, it just came out automatically, or were you practicing on this? Did you do any practice? Unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
How? Do you do practice every day? So can you tell me what do you do to improve your accent? It's a practical step.
Ma'am, I see some videos of the native speakers, like we did suggest of English with Lucy and like that. Then I will read my textbooks and look like.
Yes, you follow the accent when you read your textbooks, right? Like your literature textbook, your science textbooks, right?
Yes, ma'am. Then I'm very, when people are telling like very fluently and tell me thinking, oh, I can't. I just tried practicing and I was like, when I was practicing and after that, like that assembly, I was like very shocked that how can I speak like this?
See, but look at the accent. It will be very noticeable. Just one sentence, the moment you speak one sentence, you can make out the difference in the accent. You need not listen to the entire thing. The moment you open the mouth and start speaking, the accent, the pronunciation of the word, the stress you give on the words. So don't you think that there is a very great improvement in the way Diya speaks? Yes, that's it. So it works. It works. Oh, great appreciation for Diya. And she took it seriously. And believe me, that is going to definitely help her in her future. I'm 100% sure about it. Okay, so it works. And each one of you can do this. Each one of you. But you have to start working on it. Start working on it. The first thing is that understand the importance of it. Then definitely you will start putting effort. And we are here to guide you. I'm giving you all practical steps, how to improve. What are the things that you can do? How much time you can set aside every day to improve your language. Do accordingly. It might not happen in 1 day or 2 days. It might not happen in a week or 10 days, but definitely with 1 month or 2 months, results are sure. And the moment you start speaking, I'll be able to identify the change. Okay? I can tell that very well. Even your friends will be able to say that. Yes, Shreya?
When I was watching a video of English with Lucy, I got one tip to improve our language. First, we have to take a book or anything we want, and we have to take an audio of the native speaker that is speaking that paragraph or something. And we have to hear it and look at the words in that paragraph.
Yes.
And we can improve our language.
Exactly. Listening to the native speakers will help you a lot. Anyway, it's time for us to wind up. Next class onwards, we'll start with the conversation practice. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.